Kia ora, everyone. In this assessment, you're going to need to be able to describe what the internet is, in particular these words here: computer, client, browser, search engine, World Wide Web, pages, and server. You've probably seen these before, but I'll just talk you through them really quickly, and then you can do a little exercise to help you remember. Obviously, your computer is just a machine that can store and process data, and you can do things with. You probably know what a computer is. On your computer, you run lots of apps, application software that does stuff. It could be Internet Explorer or Chrome, or it could be Word or anything. Those are applications. One type of application is a browser. So a browser would be Google Chrome or Internet Explorer or Mozilla Firefox or Safari or any of those. They're all browsers because you use them to browse the internet. So browsers are an example of a type of program called a client. And a client is just any program on your computer that needs to connect to the internet in order to work. So browsers are the main type of client, but you might also have a mail client that you use to access your emails. For example, on your tablet, you might have the Gmail app. That's an example of another kind of client that isn't a browser. The rest of this, though, we're going to be talking about imagining that your browser is the client we're talking about. So you've got your computer, you're running your browser on it, and that's a client. So what do you do with this browser? Well, what you do is you connect to the internet. What are you actually connecting to when you connect to the internet? You're connecting to another server. So a server is just another computer somewhere else in the world that serves you up the internet stuff that you want. So Facebook has a server, and stuff.co.nz has a server, and NZQA has a server, and even our school actually has a server so that we can put things on the internet. So you connect to a server which is just a computer somewhere else. How do you find the server that you want? Well, you use a search engine. Obviously, you're familiar with Google. You've probably used Yahoo, possibly Bing, and maybe search engines built into websites as well. You're going to learn some more about those. And so it's very difficult unless you happen to know the exact address of where the data you want is. You can type it in. You need to use a search engine to find out where your stuff is. So you would use one of those. What you actually get when you run your search, so you type something into Google and you look for, say, stuff, what you do is it finds the stuff server for you, and when you connect to that page, what you do is you actually download some code that allows your computer to produce that web page on your computer. So a web page is just what your computer displays when you've connected to a server and downloaded the information from it. Obviously, the page is what we actually want. So you connect to Facebook, you see your Facebook page. You connect to Google Drive and you see your Google Drive page. You connect to stuff.co.nz and you see the main stuff page. All the pages in the whole world together are called the World Wide Web. And all the documents in the World Wide Web have something in common, which is that they use the same protocol in order to find them. Now, that protocol is called HTTP, and you've probably seen the HTTP protocol up in the top of the URL bar. When you type in an internet address, or one's typed in, everything on the internet is accessed there through that protocol. And the protocol is just the way in which you essentially the way in which computers connect to each other. They all have to agree how they're going to connect to each other, otherwise the internet wouldn't work. So hopefully now you can explain what a computer, a client, a browser, a search engine, the World Wide Web, web pages, and a server are. Thanks very much.